Native of Denham Springs, an All-American at A-Meet, signed with LSU, transferred to Tulane, played 3 seasons at quarterback for the Green Wave, threw 55 touchdown passes, spent time with 2 NFL franchises, a CFL franchise, and also in the Arena League, and went on to serve as head coach at St. Martin's Episcopal and at Walker High School. Now he's an analyst for WGNO and WNOL. You can watch him, whether it's SEC post-game shows, Sports Zone, or even Friday Night Football, when Coach is busy with his 120-mile-an-hour escort from Lafayette. So he'll do whatever he's asked to do. Terrific quarterback and a great guy. Please give a warm welcome to Lester Ricard. Lester?
Man, I know the last time I was here, I had a whole lot more hair on my head. I did. I was the head football coach at St. Martin's, and I think it was 2015, and so I want to commend Coach Stewart and Coach Curtis for still having a nice full head of hair. Because I mean, those parent phone calls at 12 o'clock at night, and can you help my kid get tutoring, and I need to eat and everything else, he drove it out of here. So I don't think a helmet did this to his head. And so first of all, Ken, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, an honor to be here today, to be able to come before you all and speak. I know this is a very prestigious honor to come here and to be before you all. I'd be remiss if I didn't say something about my good friend Ed Dangers as well, someone who brought me on board about 3 years ago to help out at WGNO. Kind of started with just doing Sports Zone highlights and then bring me in for Saints draft, and then he started kind of reintroducing me to some other opportunities. And so Ed was a great friend, not just to me. I know he's a great friend to everyone on the stage. He made us all feel like we was all either a brother, a nephew, a son, and I feel like I was closer to Ed than anybody, and I know that isn't true, but I know that that's how he made us all feel. He was a blessing. He covered me in high school as well as at Tulane, and I know a lot of days he and Fred Robinson and Kim be the only 3 people there covering us, especially when we were playing bad. You know, this wasn't the Willie Fritz, John Summerall, Tulane Green Wave. It was the, you know, I don't want to call out my coach's name and say anything bad, but it was rough, right? And we had some rough days, and so we created this bond, and he just, you know, we kept it throughout my time, and so I love the guy, and I'm very thankful for everything that he's done for not just my life and my career, but also, you know, I'm a reflection of my family as well. So I'm blessed to have known Ed all these years. And so when Ken texted me the other day, he kind of gave me a topic to talk about. You know, if this is 4 weeks ago, I think you all would have been throwing eggs and onions at me. He said, listen, I want you to talk about the Saints. And so I was like, uh-oh. What a slippery slope topic. But I really believe, you know, more than anything else, the National Football League is built on a few factors, all right? What type of quarterback play you get, the health of your football team, and obviously the head coach. And I think those 3 things in that order is one of the reasons why we go from 2-0, then you have a 7-8 game stretch the way we did, and in the last couple of weeks, you've seen kind of resurgence. I mean, when they got Derek Carr here, I thought that he could be a pass guy, you know, a guy that can transition for whatever young quarterback that they had moving forward. I think as a veteran quarterback, you have the intellect, the knowledge, the experience to help kind of transition a guy to be the next guy for the future. And I thought that's honestly when the Saints first got him in free agency, I thought he was going to be a bridge guy. But, you know, that hadn't materialized as well. And I think one of the things that you look at with the Saints, they start off with this huge run, games 1 and game 2 against Carolina and against the Saints. You know, the Saints were healthy. Offensive line was healthy, defense was healthy, the skill guys were healthy, and then you watching versus Philadelphia Eagles, you see player go down, next player go down, and then when you lose, really, the quarterback is the quarterback of the offense, but then you lose your center, that really puts you in a turmoil. And I don't think the Saints were right from that point on out, and then, you know, all the other injuries kind of compiled after that. And so now you see a Saints team that has gotten healthy over the last few weeks, play better football, and have really put themselves in position because no one's really pulling away from the division. Atlanta's not pulling away, neither is Tampa Bay. Even though Tampa Bay got a win yesterday, you still see that they have an opportunity to make a run to get an opportunity to play in the playoffs. And I know we all know that when the Saints are good, not just New Orleans is greater, but the whole state of Louisiana is better. It's like LSU, you know. I think I'm a mud up here. I've coached high school football, I played at LSU, played at Tulane, but when the Saints are well, I think people around the state of Louisiana are happier. And so, you know, to see the support they've gotten at home over the last few weeks is a testament to the love that people have in Louisiana for the Saints. You know, because people could have easily gone into putting them bags back over their heads. You know, because I remember those days as a young man growing up. I started rooting for the 49ers because I didn't want to have to wear a bag over my head. So, but you've seen the resurgence. You see guys like Taysom Hill get healthy. You see pieces of the offensive line get healthy, and you see the defense continue to pluck away at it. And then the last part, when we talk about the coach, it just seemed like there was a disconnect with Dennis Allen and his group. You know, and I know he was working his tail off to try to connect themselves with the team, but it seemed like the more they lost, the connectivity of that team got further away from who they were. And to see them play for a guy like Coach Riz has been something that's been inspiring. And I do believe that they have a chance if they can, you know, continue to string together some good games. I think they're going to put themselves in a position to be successful. And so, Ken, thank you for having me. Thank you for all you do for high school sports in particular. You know, the colleges, they kind of handle their own. They got ESPN, they got Fox Sports, and every other outlet to give them the recognition. But it's gentlemen like Ken Trahan that really boost the morale of these young people and inspire them to want to play more, to play better. Obviously, great coaches, but we live in a time now where kids want to see themselves on social media, they want to see themselves on TV, they want to hear about themselves on the radio. And this gentleman like Ken Trahan that really inspire these young men to push and to be better. And women, sorry, you know, I want to get in trouble with that. So, both men and women, to be successful in their endeavors. And so, thank you all for having me. Roll wave, like Coach Summerall said as well. Let's keep winning, and then hopefully we can pack Yeoman Stadium on Thursday. So, thank you all for having me.